De bain public. Ces descentes menèrent à des manifestations de masse unissant des milliers de personnes dans les rues de la ville. Cette vague de protestations, ainsi que d'autres nombreuses les jours suivants, furent décisives dans l'histoire de la semaine de célébration. Le décès de l'actrice et icône gay Judy Garland sont aujourd'hui unanimement considérés comme la naissance de notre mouvement moderne pour les droits des gays. The flag raising will be followed by a performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow in remembrance of the Stonewall riots, which happened in the early morning hours of June 28, 1969. These riots, which occurred days after the death of gay icon Judy Garland, are universally understood to be the birth of our modern queer rights movement.
Don't think about it as much anymore.
Jumble and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chilling tops. That's where you find me. Somewhere why then no one can tell. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why oh why can't The word pride implies the basis for human dignity.
When I think about pride, I think a celebration.
It's honoring every single aspect of who we are. to watch with people and they're smiling and they're happy and they're from every background and every social economic status, it does make me think about where the movement started and the people before us.
Like Gilbert Baker, Cleve Jones, and of course Edie Windsor, that contributed a lot to the advancement of the cause.
Had been given 6 months to live, and her dying wish was to get married in Toronto.
Toronto has had a very special place in history in providing a safe place for people to be able to live their dream.
Recognized same-sex marriages 13 years before the rest of North America. So when they invited us to get married there, it was like not a surprise for them. They're like, yeah, come get married in our country. We love you.
It's a pretty important time to reflect on where we've come from.
To celebrate, the victories that we have achieved.
But where the struggles still are as well.
In Iran or in Kenya,
Uganda and Russia.
There's still some places where our lives often being in danger simply for being who we are.
we need to be able to move the equality agenda into those countries.
It is our fight too.
I think it's important that World Pride is in Toronto because Toronto is a fantastic city.
It's one of the most accepting places that I have ever been.
You can just kind of be whomever you want to be.
But don't be fooled. There is a sassy side to Toronto too. See you at World Pride in Toronto this year.
It's going to be an amazing, fun celebration.
And it's only going to happen for the first time once.
You ought to be here to see it yourself.
Come and join us.
Come to be proud.
A city that has a museum about food. So, do you need more? I don't think so.
And it's almost as good as the first time I came out. How you doing? Anybody have to pee? I can't help you. Just wanting to know. Yeah? Okay. Anybody? All right. Good. Is anybody attending this kind of pride sort of event for the first time in their lives? Does anybody want to empower themselves right now in front of the people that you came with in case they don't know this about you or it's new and just say, I'm gay! Are you? You don't have to be. You're gay. You're really. I mean, you are on a scale of 1 to gay. Gay. All right. Thank you very much for the Metropolitan Community Church of Toronto for Somewhere Over the Rainbow, featuring the beautiful dulcet tones of Gavin Hope. Beautiful. Beautiful. You could have written that, right? Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It gets a little even gayer later with another song. We have anthems, people. We have anthems. All right. So I am going through my notes here, which I'm glad I wrote down. Stonewall. Anybody old enough to remember Stonewall? All right. The commemoration of the 45th anniversary. 45th anniversary is going to be on Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Alexander Wood. That's funny names. Alexander Wood statue. Right now, I'm going to bring these lovely ladies up to do a lottery barrel. You don't win anything.
Of the LGBTQIAQ2S communities and our human rights worldwide. To our visitors, welcome to Toronto. Thank you for joining us for this milestone 10-day celebration, taking part all over our great city. Our communities and our supporters have been working hard for years to create a welcoming experience you will never forget. To those who have joined us for the World Pride Human Rights Conference, thank you for bringing your stories and wisdom to the dialogue in which we will learn from one another. To our local communities, welcome, thank you, and congratulations on hosting the most significant international celebration in Toronto's history and one of the largest international LGBTIQ2S events in the world. Pride in Toronto is built on the legacy of local activists, and we thank them for their incredible and tireless work over so many years. And to our Ontario and Canadian friends who have traveled here today, a special welcome. We know you are proud to help us host this incredible gathering to our global communities.
Thank you. This is unbelievable. I think I'm going to cry, actually. So 45 years ago, at the Stonewall Inn in New York City, a small group of fierce activists rose up and fought back against a history of bigotry and discrimination, and they really changed the world forever. World Pride. We owe them. World Pride commemorates the Stonewall riots and honors the lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, intersex, queer, questioning, and two-spirit activists, and of course our amazing allies who have continued their work ever since. This work will not end until everywhere in the world we are free from homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, and all other forms of discrimination. The Pride movement is a critical part of human rights work. We can now celebrate our sexual and gender minority identities when we once could not, without the threat of violence and harassment. So we must remember that in many places around the world, we still can't. So we have a lot of friends that we need to continue to fight for. Thank you.
After many years of work, we are thrilled to declare on behalf of Pride Toronto that World Pride 2014 has begun.
And I'm Kevin Bullion, Executive Director of Pride Toronto. Welcome to World Pride. Tonight, as we celebrate World Pride, we take a moment to thank the people who have made it happen, beginning with the 2,000 amazing and dedicated volunteers and small staff team who have been working very hard to welcome you to an incredible, galvanizing moment in our global communities. Thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to the LGBTQ and allied artists, including tonight's performers, for your contribution to making Pride a reflection of our communities as they grow and develop over time. You help us to understand who we are, which is an essential part of what Pride is. Thank you as well to all of our supporters, partners, sponsors, and funders, to the City of Toronto, the Province of Ontario, the Government of Canada. Thank you for your steadfast support of Pride. Thank you to the City of Toronto and the TD Jazz Festival, TD and Smart Car for your wonderful partnership in producing this evening's ceremony.